Peace to the leaders, achievers, believers, and future seers. Welcome to another edition of The O Show. My name is The Overwrite, the man who definitely does control the hype. So now, here's the situation, ladies and gentlemen. So now, US President Donald Trump, he's officially boycotted the G20 Summit, which is taking place in Johannesburg. And it's not just him, right? It's going to be him and all the US officials. He told everybody not to attend at all. So now his reasoning behind the whole situation is that he's still claiming that South Africa is abusing white Afrikaners and also stealing land. And he's also just claiming with the South African government, whatever our homies are saying about President Cyril, they're saying that what they're saying is completely false, misleading, and also dangerous. So now, in terms of the boycott, right? The boycott has basically sparked diplomatic tension between South Africa as well as the US, right? And it's also kind of sparked global debates about human rights versus politics. Even though the statements made about South Africa and the claims are not true, but then because he's a political figure of that magnitude, people are gonna believe him, and whatever he says will spark some kind of debate. Right? And then also this whole thing of him boycotting the G20 summit, it's also created conversations around whether this move is Trump trying to shift global alliances. So now, in terms of what the analysts are saying, they're saying that this could push South Africa even closer to China, Russia, as well as the rest of the BRICS and all that. So now, as the summit basically continues, they are not shaken. That is what South Africa is saying. They're saying that they are not shaken by the people's boycott by all the states. So now, in terms of what I want to talk about this particular story is this question of is Trump genuinely standing for a cause? Okay, so now in terms of the key points that I want to actually speak on with regards to the story in particular, I just want to know, man, are the world leaders using human rights to score points? And do they do this only when it suits them? Because now Trump is out here saying that people's rights are being misused and people are being mistreated and all that. Mara, what's happening in the States? You know what I'm saying? So now, that's just one of the questions that I want to know, right? So now, also, with Trump boycotting the G20, does it expose how irrelevant it's coming? You know what I'm saying? Do you think Trump was looking to basically weaken the G20 and kind of sort of expose how irrelevant it's coming, or because now this whole thing of one country is able to shake the whole room, it means that the room in itself was not stable. So we'd basically like to see how South Africa does the most without the US, you know what I mean? And then also one thing that I do want to know, right, is could this thing push South Africa to fully pivot away from the West? Because now at this point, our people at top need to imagine a future where South Africa openly sides with China, Russia more than ever. And also with that whole pivot, right, do you think that it would actually help us or hurt us? You know what I'm saying? Because now there are claims the US is a strong partner and all that stuff. And man, it's going to be a very interesting future for us as a country. And then also, I want to know on a South African level, on a South African and a South Africa level, do you think we even care about Trump's boycott? You know what I'm saying? Is this like an insult, or did we actually dodge a bullet? Let me know in the comment section below, because now there's lots of things that I want to ask you, you know what I mean? Do you think that South Africa on a political level is being targeted? You know what I'm saying? And then also, is this just another political stunt designed to stir chaos? Let me know in the comment section below. For more on what we really do, this is The O Show. This is the fastest growing podcast platform in the country, and in order for it to grow to where it needs to be, man, I do need you to like, share, subscribe, and also interact so that we can have a conversation. But as for me, I am the Overwrite, the man who definitely does control the hype, and I'm over and out. Aware.